Hello, VC. A little subdued situation here right now. It's a wax here, and I'm doing a contest entry for my pal Eddie Perez. Eddie, his channel, Eddie's Physical Media Talk, just passed 100 subscribers. Congratulations, Eddie. Yay. What do you do when you pass 100 subscribers? Well, you have 100 subscribers giveaway contest. So I am more than happy to support Eddie in everything he does. Not everything, just his channel. And his contest is a great one. And it's a kind of serendipitous because I was about to do a video on this subject. He wants you to show your 5 favorite soundtracks. And I was about to do a video on 5 jazz soundtracks that I just picked up. So I'm going to show them here for everyone to enjoy. So let me show 5. Here's the first one. Okay. This is one that you should be able to find anywhere for very affordable, at least under $5. And that's the Round Midnight soundtrack. Great movie, great soundtrack. It was Oscar-winning soundtrack by Herbie Hancock. This is the first of 2 Herbie Hancock soundtracks I have. So there's Herbie on here, the great Ron Carter, the great Tony Williams, drummer. Ron Carter's a bass player. Bobby McFerrin is on here. Dexter Gordon, who stars in the movie. There's Dexter. And he was nominated for an Oscar for this. Bobby Hutchins, John McLaughlin, Chet Baker's on here. For $5, Freddie Hubbard's on here, Cedar Walton. Just for $5, this, you can't beat this. The reason you can find it for $5 is because it was a very popular soundtrack. And there you go. This one needs a cleaning. I think I have a couple of these, but highly recommend picking this up. Easy. The next one, Bird. Clint Eastwood directed a movie starring Forest Whitaker. This was another popular one. There's one issue, and they were both on the Columbia. There's the 360. The weird thing about this is it's Bird, the real Bird, Charlie Bird, playing on it, but they kind of mixed it with like a live audience, and it's a little tad synthetic. But you can find this anywhere for cheap. There's not a lot of well-recorded Charlie Bird, and a really strange kind of mixing Charlie Bird into playing with modern people, who's on here. Monty Alexander's on here, Ray Brown, playing in the band, and they mix it together. It's weird. Ron Carter's on here. Who else is on here? Yeah. So, I mean, it's an interesting listen, but I just feel tad synthetic. I know it's favorite soundtracks, but I was going to do this video, so bear with me, because the next 3 are just killer. I found this Japanese press of a friend. I'm going to try to pronounce this. Des Femmes Disappointed. Yeah, people ridicule me. But this is Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. This is a Japanese repressing. I think it originally came out on a 10-inch. But I was at Amoeba and they had a copy of this. There you go, Obiness. I can't even come close to reading this. But this is a great lineup. It's Lee Morgan. This was done in the 50s, 56 or something. Lee Morgan, Benny Goldson, Bobby Timmons. Who's the, someone ridicule me who I'm forgetting the bass player is. But this is not your typical Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. It's like hot, heavy, pounding jazz. This is very soundtracky. It's very accenty. It's very buttony. A lot of songs are kind of very short, but it's good. I like it a lot. It's them in a very different light. So recommend if you could find. I don't know if there are any modern pressings of this, but these Japanese the vinyl silent and beautiful. So it was good. Next, it was another serendipitous, I don't know. So this album is the soundtrack to The Connection. Okay. It's Jackie McLean, and he's with the Freddie Red Quartet. Freddie Red wrote all the songs. So this is a British 1983 pressing on Bob Solicity. And I'm guessing it's an analog pressing. It sounds great. But the reason it's serendipitous is I was going on YouTube, and this kind of mini documentary about Jackie McLean popped up. It's like 30 minutes long. And, he later in his life, he taught the University of Hartford. I think he might have started the music program there, but I could be wrong. And was an educator, but like many jazz musicians, he had a bout with heroin. So this is the soundtrack. It was a off-Broadway play about a bunch of heroin addicts waiting for the dealer to show up with the heroin. And it was made by an underground filmmaker. Show you how prepared I am for this video. Judith Malina, and people call this like the first found footage movie, but they shot the movie. How could it be found footage? It's very, they break the fourth wall, talking to the camera. It's I believe if you want to watch it, it's on Canopy. Now, if you have a public library card, usually you can get Canopy for free, or at least you can rent 4 movies a month on it. So it's on there, and I have not watched it yet, but it's very interesting. And this soundtrack is phenomenal. Highly recommend it. This is a standalone album. In fact, I posted on Instagram, and some dude reached out to me that for the UK Record Store Day in April, not for the US, there was a recording of the soundtrack. Now I can't remember, in 1960 by a trumpeter. I'm not even remembering his name right now. Someone leave it in the comments. Show you how to prepare, but highly recommend this. Phenomenal. It originally came out on Blue Note. They should make this a tone poet. Seek this out. This is phenomenal. I have a lot of Jackie McLean stuff, and by far, I love this. So, okay, last one. Save the best for last, right? Blow Up. Great movie. Michelangelo Antonioni. Herbie Hancock did the soundtrack. And the Yardbirds are also in the movie. So there's one Yardbird song on here, but the rest is Herbie Hancock scored jazzy soundtrackness. Highly recommended. I found this at a sale. Show the back side. Very VG Plusy. Sounds great. OG original. It's got the original inner sleeve, so let's pull that out. Kind of all the people that are on MGM at the time. Yeah, there's Roy Orbison. Neat. But really dig it. It's a great pickup. Recommend finding it. But one, I don't even know to list the one Yardbird song on here. Yeah, here it is. Yardbirds. The 5 Yardbirds who appear in the Blow Up Jazz Club final party scene, and they got their start in England, replacing the Rolling Stones as the resident instrumental vocal group at the Crawdaddy Club. They helped establish this night spot as one of the most popular let loose teenage places in England. The Yardbirds made a cross-country tour of the US in the fall of '65, at which time they filmed Hubbabaloo television show. They also appear in concert appearance with the Beatles in Paris. Wow. But yeah, the Yardbirds are in here, and they have one song on the soundtrack. Kind of cool, huh? So there's the hiding it. There you go, MGM. So neat. So I'm going to leave a link to Eddie's channel. Please go there and subscribe. Support Eddie. Great guy. He's into a lot of, Japanese metal, cool, better stuff that I'm into. Better albums than you'll see on my channel. So until next time, the waxed out